Alright, what's good, people? This your boy Mike P 1981, and today I want to talk about violent video games and why the government, certain government, not all governments, but certain governments and media outlets such as news and CNN would blame societies for their own personal reasons, from their own personal outlets. First of all, when it comes to violent video games is a way of an scapegoat. It escapes the pain, it escapes the agony that goes around society. You know, violent video games helps us to relax, it helps us to release, but the media would do anything to put the blame on someone's personal information, someone's personal problems in life. With Adam Lanza, Adam Lanza, I read an article about him. Adam Lanza was a very intelligent person. He made straight A's. Um, he was an advocate in school. He was doing well in school. He was very quiet, very active in school. But he killed himself, and he made that choice. He made that desire to kill himself, and he killed 26 people. And I believe that the news media had got it confused about who had killed 26 people. Either was Adam or either was Ryan. But actually, they were in this Orion's Facebook account. It was not Adam. So evidently, Adam Lanza that is not a hardcore gamer at all. He's not a hardcore gamer. He's not an advocate of playing video games. And I feel like Adam is not the cause of why he killed 26 people because of video games. It could be other reasons why he killed 26 people, because of rejection of his parents, or not getting the attention that he needs. But the media would say stuff like, "Oh, let's blame video games for the masses of shooting that took place Friday," or this is the reason why violence exists, because of violent video games. Let's blame Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, or let's blame the movies, or let's blame music. You know, it deteriorates your mind, it deteriorates your thoughts. Video games is the actual cause of it. You see what I mean? Video games is like is an scapegoat, and Fox News. I'm be honest, personally. I'm be honest with you. Fox News is a very racist, you know, channel. It's very racist. It's a racial channel where they get the masses to be confused about certain situations, certain problems in life. Um, they use falsehoods about certain games, certain information that they bring out, that they convey. But violent video games, are you serious? Violent video games is an outlet of to bring joy and peace and excitement. But these media outlets don't play video games, so they don't know what they're talking about. I'm gonna read this article. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of snippet of it. I'm just gonna read it, and it says, "Violent video games and the culture of violence found in the media could be contributing factors to mass shootings," Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper said Sunday. "There might well be some direct connection between people who have some mental instability, and when they got over the edge, they transport themselves, they become part of one of those video games." Hickenlooper said on CNN State of Union, "Perhaps that's why all these assault weapons are used." If I put a weapon in the floor, the majority of people would not pick it up. They just walk past it. unless somebody use it. See what I mean? Society, is not the problem. We are the problem. We are responsible creatures. The media would do anything to just blame society's problems through, different cultures, whether it's through music, movies, TV shows, reality TV shows. But look at it. I mean, you watch the news, you have all types of bad information that comes around the news. YouTube. If that's the case, we need to blame YouTube because YouTube is very explicit more than video games. The ESRB has a rating system. You have different categories, diverse categories of rating systems. And I feel like the parents are responsible for the child. I don't feel like the TV shows and video games should raise their children up. They have a conscience of their own. And biblically, when we die, we're going to be accountable for our own actions. No one else is causing us to sin. We have our own desires and entice to sin. Same thing with video games. Video games is an scapegoat. And I believe that, violent video games is not the advocate of violence. The media has failed to entice that. They have failed to believe that violent video games is not the problem. And, Fox News is very racial. The guy that's in the video, well, I'm going to post a link at the bottom of the description about this. But this video, he was talking about, it was one of the, the commentators of Fox News that had said that, violent video games, it deteriorates your mind. It deteriorates your mind more than a non-gamer, which doesn't make any sense. Violent video games, I found out in this article here, which I would also post a link at the bottom of the description about this. It says, I'm going to read this article. It says, it's true that Americans spend billions of dollars on video games every year and that the United States has the highest firearm rate in the development world. But other countries where video games are popular have much lower firearm-related murder rates. In fact, countries where video games consumption is higher tend to be some of the safest countries in the world, likely a product of the fact that development of rich countries where consumers can afford expensive games have an average much less violent crime. This article is basically articulating that, violent video games isn't a scapegoat. It's the safest way to keep people out of trouble. It's less crimes, but Fox News and other media outlets have failed to realize that violent video games does not deteriorate your brain. It helps you being put into the fantasy world of playing a certain game that keeps you out of trouble. I realized that, non-gamers commit more crimes than video gamers. But at the end of the day, we are accountable. We are responsible creatures. No one should be blamed but ourselves. Adam Lanza is a very smart kid, but he decided to kill himself. He made that choice. He made that desire to kill innocent people, innocent children. But yeah, tell me what you think about this video. What are your thoughts on the new info that I just bring out to you? Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about violent video games. I know it's going to be some people that's going to dislike this video, but I really don't care about this. But tell me what you think. I'm out. Peace.